Quadrifoglio.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Love what you drive. Today we got another cool ride outside of the Panther world. This is my friend Shady, and
Hello.
we have another video. What was the other video?
The video we made?
Yeah,
LS400?
the Lexus. Yep,
Lexus, yeah.
really cool car. Today it's completely different.
Yeah? Yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right, man, tell us what you drive.
I drive an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio.
Okay, that is a mouthful. Can you tell us what it is?
It is a mouthful. It's an Italian car made between Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. It's like a collaboration.
All right, what year is this?
It's a 2017, so it's the first year they were made.
2017, Alfa Romeo what?
Giulia Quadrifoglio.
Okay. All right, what is so special about this Alfa Romeo compared to maybe other ones that we could see on the streets?
This has been engineered with Ferrari. So it has, compared to the regular Giulias, it has almost every body panel different. Has carbon fiber everywhere. The hood is carbon fiber. Roof is carbon fiber. Front active splitter is also carbon fiber. The side skirts, even the undercarriage of the car is forged carbon fiber. Carbon ceramic brakes. I just recently found out that there are grades of carbon fiber brakes. Like there's the ones that you get on your Porsches, on your Audis, on your BMWs, and there's ones that you get on your Ferraris, Bugattis, and for some reason they put those crazy brakes that come on Ferraris and Bugattis on this four-door sedan.
Okay. So pretty much carbon fiber the world, huh? With this car?
Yeah, even the drive shaft. The whole entire drive shaft is carbon fiber. So it results in a very lightweight, very nimble car to drive. People compare the experience to a 458 Italia because the same engineer basically engineered how this car drives. So it's a very different driving experience than its competitors like an M3 or a Cadillac, or any of the hot sedans, basically.
Yeah, so from watching videos about this car, they say this is a M3 killer, correct?
I wouldn't say it's a killer. I'd say maybe the M3 is a more developed car all around, but this is way more unique and very, very different driving experience. So it depends what you're looking for. Like whenever I go to Cars and Coffees or anything like that, there is about like 1,000 M3s and only one Giulia Quadrifoglio. And just the driving experience alone, like an M3 is more the German solid feel. This is more of the Italian lightweight, tail happy. It's a very, very different experience. This focuses more on the emotions and the fun of things over everything else.
Nice. How many miles are on this car?
Right now it has 8,000 miles, even though it's a 2017.
8,000 miles.
8,000 miles.
What is the story of this car?
It is an interesting one. It's I got the car damaged, had a front end damage. It was damaged in 2017, and yeah, I bought it from the owner and slowly pieced it together. I say slowly because it was very hard to find any information on a car. That's like the cons, I guess, of having a car that's a bit more rare, is that there is not a lot of information out there on how to fix it or do things or part numbers or anything like that. So it took a little bit of time, a lot of love, a lot of money,
a lot of patience,
a lot of patience to put it together.
Nice.
And I think almost like 9 months later, we have a car. Yeah. I got it with about, I think, 2,000 miles on it.
Okay, so you've been driving this bad boy.
Oh yeah, I've been driving it immediately after it was fixed.
What is the color on this? Do you know the name?
I think it's Rosso Competizione. It's like competition red.
Okay.
Again, a Ferrari color red. You know, I don't want to drone on about Ferraris, but like I don't, you know, they used a lot of the parts. Let's just stay on this car.
Yeah. Cool. What are some key features about the front end that you...
So, I mean, it has the active aero splitter that goes, that moves about 75 miles an hour and retracts again when you're going, I think, over like 100 something to achieve top speed. The car has a top speed of 201 miles per hour.
Okay, so this splitter down here...
Yeah. It moves, it adjusts.
Adjusts, okay.
According to, I think sometimes when you're cornering,
Yep.
Sometimes depending on the speed, but it moves all on its own.
Nice. What are the wheel and tire and the brake setup?
It's a 19-inch wheel. I think they call it the 5-hole classic Alfa Romeo look. And even though it looks like every other wheel that Alfa Romeo makes, it's not. I know that because I wanted to replace one of the wheels and they don't fit because they have to be a certain spec to fit the carbon ceramics that are on it.
Those are huge.
These are ginormous and they're nothing like I've ever driven before. I had to actually get used to them. They used to get me like car sick in my own car because I wasn't used to how aggressive they bite after they warm up.
All right, and you're running 245, 35, 19s?
Yeah, 245s in the front and 255s in the rear. That's like stock standard size. But I did have to change the tire because they come on, I think, like some Pirelli Corsas that are very outright dangerous. I don't know if you remember, we took a ride one time when it had the previous tires and it was sliding all over the place because it was a little bit cold outside.
Slip and slide, huh?
Yeah, it was outright dangerous.
What is this badge here? It kind of stands out on the red.
Yeah, this is the Quadrifoglio badge. That's when you see it on the Alfa Romeo, that means like it's the fast version.
Okay.
Like that, it's like an M badge on an M3 or an AMG badge on a Mercedes.
Nice. Okay. These vents here, are they functional? Or
Every vent on the car is functional.
So we got this one in the fender.
The hood vents.
The hood vents here.
Carbon hood from the factory.
Carbon hood. Fender's carbon?
No.
No?
No. Roof is carbon.
Okay. Okay, we got these side skirt splitters.
Yeah.
I just noticed that they are like integrated
into the side skirt.
Yeah, and then they come out.
Yeah, it's a bit wider than the standard one, so you know they compensate for that.
Okay. What about these rear setup? I see some double action going on.
Yeah, dual rear calipers. You know, still carbon ceramics. I think one is a parking brakes and one is specifically just for braking. So I'm not sure why they do it on high performance cars, to be honest.
What, the double?
The dual caliper.
Yeah.
But it looks really nice, so
yeah,
I like it.
It's nice. Okay, what are we running for the exhaust?
A stock exhaust. Oh, actually, I have a little resonator delete, but other than that, it's a stock exhaust. It's a quad stock exhaust. In like normal comfort mode, it's very quiet, and once you open it up, it basically bypasses the rear muffler, so it's significantly louder.
Cool. We'll have to do a sound check on the mufflers or the exhaust.
Yeah.
Okay, again, carbon fiber.
Yeah, that's why whenever these cars get hit, insurance companies have a very hard time not writing them off because every piece is very expensive. There's no other way to get them but the factory, so they write them off most of the time. If you hit this car almost anywhere, it gets written off.
Cool. Let's go under the hood now and we can tell us a little bit about the engine spec.
He's definitely love what you drive style.
Yep. All right. So we got the V6 90 degree. Tell us about this engine.
It's a 2.9 V6 90 degree twin turbo. So the three cylinders are very, very far apart. Each of them basically have their own turbo. That's why when you hear this car, it sounds like 2-3 cylinders having a fight, and it sounds very unique. I really like how it sounds, and it shares, you know, it shares a lot with the Ferrari California T motor, and you know, Alfa Romeo tries to say that has nothing to do with Ferrari at all.
Yeah.
But it's the same exact specs and material and V angle and everything else. So, you know.
Okay, how many horsepower is this out of the factory?
510 horsepower from the factory.
Wow, on a V6.
On a V6. Yeah.
Turbo.
Twin turbo V6. Yeah.
Anything done to the engine?
No, nothing done to the engine. I am still trying to get used to the 510 horsepower with rear-wheel drive on a very, very lightweight car. So it's very tail happy, very exciting to drive, let's say. So before I upgrade any power, I gotta get used to this first.
Yeah. Do you have any future upgrades that you want to do?
I'd like to put downpipes and a tune, like kind of the standard thing for turbo cars nowadays. But on this car, it almost reaches 700 horsepower. It's just downpipes and a tune.
Wow.
So it's
crazy.
It is crazy.
All right, this is the carbon fiber hood you were talking about.
Yeah, you can see it as exposed carbon. It's a shame they didn't do some exposed carbon on the outside as well of the hood and the roof.
Okay, so we see the holes through the vents.
Yeah.
Or the vent.
It needs it. That car needs a lot of cooling. Like this area right here is what we had to fix the most right here. Like replace all these radiators, and there's a lot of cooling going through them. There's a transmission cooler. There's a cooler for each turbo, cooler for the motor.
Wow.
2 throttle bodies.
That's crazy.
Going also into other intercoolers.
Cool. Very cool. It's a shame they're hiding this carbon fiber under here.
It is.
It looks really nice. All right, let's go ahead and close the hood. Now we're gonna go check out junk in the trunk.
Oh no, let's not do that.
Sounds light.
Yeah, you gotta give it a little push to close properly. I guess that's why you call it junk in the trunk, right?
All right. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Actually,
it is a small trunk compared to the LS400 or a lot of the other cars, but yeah, it's not a big car all around, even the inside of it.
Yeah, it's still got some room. I mean, you got a couple of beach chairs in there. And
yep. It's like we got the beach chairs. We gotta change the clothes. That's where the battery is.
That's the battery? Oh,
yeah.
There's the battery. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Cool.
Change of clothes, some beach. We like to go to the beach. Umbrella. Our
beach.
game to play on the beach.
Yeah.
And tire pump, and you know, that's it.
Yeah.
And some sand, you know,
And
and some coffee beans.
Yeah. Well,
because you know we sell coffee, so we're ready anytime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool. All right. Now let's go into the interior. Let's start with the back seat first.
Back seat.
Yep. All right. Do you have tints or is that factory?
I do have tints actually. We just did that recently. It's ceramic tints. I think that's a new thing.
Yeah.
Basically, we did it to keep the car cool because for some reason, even with the AC blasting on hotter days, the car still got hot on the inside. And that's, I guess, due to where the glass is or whatever. I don't know. But this is, I don't usually tint cars, but I did it to this one to keep it cool.
Yeah. Okay. It looks really good. Okay. Let's look at the doors over here. Everything's power, I'm guessing. Power windows. Power
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got more carbon fiber along the door handles.
Yeah. Yeah. It has the carbon fiber interior pieces.
Ooh. That's a cool button.
Yeah, not too big, but it does. It's still a 4-door. You can still use it. You can at least get 4 adults in there, and it'll still be doable on longer road trips. So it's like a 4-door fun car, you know.
Where's our sports car? All right. Actually, hold on. Locked it. So the back seat does have vents for the
Yeah, vents for the rear.
rear passengers. You got your little net here. What are the seats? It's like leather and suede?
It's like leather and suede, Alcantara, however you want to call it.
And bucket seats in the back. And then you have your car seat hookups if you got car seat and a baby. All right.
And on the front, that's where the fun side is.
The cockpit. Yeah.
I really do like it, you know, like you can see all the leather, the stitching, the carbon, the aluminum. It is $100,000 car with the carbon ceramic brakes. I wouldn't say the interior shows $100,000 in luxury, but it's definitely the fun makes up for it.
The twin turbos, 500 horsepower, huh?
Yeah, that's the main focus. So everything else is secondary. The main focus of this car is just for the driver to have fun. You know, the practicality, the value, the luxury, everything comes second.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad looking interior.
No, it's a really good looking interior, but it's like, you know, $100,000 car.
It does.
That the original owner paid for. It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of buttons like a BMW would or something like that, but it
has the right amount of buttons and no touchscreen. Everything is actually controlled by the buttons, even on the screen.
Yeah, I guess sport cars don't need a lot. They shine on the track, on the road. Okay. I see the engine start button.
The engine
right
start
here.
button on the steering
On the
wheel.
steering wheel.
No sunroof, carbon fiber roof.
Cool. Any future plans for the interior?
Yeah. No, I don't think
Keep
so.
it stock, don't need much.
It's very comfortable as is. It's very nice. I like it.
So it's got paddle shifters.
Yeah, aluminum paddle shifters, column mounted.
All right. Now, does this have different driving modes?
Yeah.
Like econ, sports.
Yeah. Has like the efficient mode, which makes it run on 3 cylinders. I personally never used that mode because running an Italian high performance cars on 3 cylinders, kind of messing with the motor. Like I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, what else can you tell us about this car?
It's a very fun, beautiful car. Even when people don't know what it is, they look at it like, "Oh, what is that?" It looks very, very nice, and I obviously love that about it.
Right.
You know, I love the look of it. It's an experience every time you drive it.
Yep.
So it's not like your normal car. You hop in your regular car, like the Lexus LS400 is very comfortable. I hop in this; it's an occasion every time.
Yeah.
So it's a special
it's an
car
event.
all around. You know. Yeah.
Cool.
Like you don't get to see it on the road. You don't. You know. That's
Cool. Let's do an exhaust sound check.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Here? Just gotta let it warm for a second before I can rev it. It literally doesn't let you rev it.
All right. All that's left to do now is go for a ride. this goes back really far.
It does. I think this was supposed to be a 2-door or something. Cause look, now it's a 2-door.
Yeah, back there there's like no room after you scoot the
No.
seat back. Okay.
Okay, my friend, where we going, boss? Normal mode? Or you want it in race mode the whole entire time? You do get different suspension settings, soft, medium, and hard. Depending on where you're driving, you definitely want to use the soft sometimes. I honestly never had to use the hard suspension setting because I haven't taken it to the track yet. I would like to. Now we're gonna make those people remove the cones like 13 times. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'll just have to tell them I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, very simple design. I mean, like
Very. I mean,
knobs. It's got a few buttons.
yeah. You gotta remember, it's a 2017. Like it's almost. Like, how old is 2017 now?
That's
18,
7 years.
19. Yeah, 7-year-old car.
Yeah, but I mean,
8,000 miles.
wow, it just drives so effortlessly.
It does. If you want the valves closed while you drive, close them. Just cruise, no noise. Even this is dynamic, but yeah. When it's in dynamic, the valves open only in high RPMs, so you get like a combination between low and high. Hear it more.
Man, this thing is nifty.
Nifty. Swifty.
Swifty, yeah.
Very aggressive. It could be very aggressive and it could be very smooth for a road trip. In normal speed and just feel the handling and the dynamic of the car, the way it steers, like you feel everything on the road. It has a very quick steering. All the vibrations come through. So it's you can still have fun while not breaking any crazy speed records
Or laws.
or laws or go to jail because you easily can in this car. Like I had to get used to not speeding, or I have to pay attention to my speed in this car constantly when I first got it. It's very easy. Like it does 201 miles per hour speed limit, so you don't feel the speed in here, you know.
How does it feel on the Jersey roads with the potholes?
You definitely need to leave it in soft suspension. Like I have lowering springs for it that I never installed even, because I'm always debating, like, is it gonna make it harsher? Because I can't have it harsher than that on New Jersey roads. Like it could do it right now, but I don't know if I want to risk it being any harsher than that, you know. So if you haven't ever driven one, go try it. You will be very, very surprised. Even just if you drive it around the parking lot, you'll feel like a significant difference. There's like a lightness about it. You can feel everything. Like, I mean, not to get too nerdy, the 2017 models, they were so focused on performance that they basically went all out. They had like thinner glass. They had less sound deadening, basically everything to translate to the drivers, like all the noises from the engine, all the noises from the exhaust, all the vibrations from the road, like on purpose. But people that are paying like $100,000 or even sometimes over wanted more comfortable cars as well. Like they liked the speed and they liked everything, but they didn't like that they can hear it, you know. So some people prefer 2017 or some of the older models, and they still even made it all the way to 2024 with a lot of changes, like thicker glass and a bit more comfortable suspension tuning, more sound deadening, so you don't hear as much or you don't feel as much vibration. So it depends what you want. Some people prefer this. This is like a bit lighter, a bit more raw feeling. It's a bit more tail happy. Or you like the newer models of the same car where like you think it's small changes, but it changes the whole driving experience of the car. You know, like it makes it way more luxurious feeling, but it's a little bit less fun, a little bit more numb on the driving experience, you know. Like for real, that was the hardest thing to get used to.
Why? Because they're so snappy?
They grab very hard, especially when they warm up. Like look, there's a display right here that tells you the exact tire pressure of each tire, because you need that on the track, and it tells you if the brakes are cold, normal, or hot. But like you got to do a lot for them to go into normal or hot. Like they do not get hot. Like I have not ever seen them in the red ever. But once they are even just normal, they grab like crazy. I literally, whenever I drive this car, I try to wear thinner shoes so I can feel the brake pedal more, because if I don't, like it translates into a little bit of a jerky brakes or too much pressure. Like I would stop like almost way too short, and then I have to let go of the brakes again, and then, you know, go on the brakes, you know. So it took some time to get used to, but you know, on my first drive, I took it to Florida and back. The very first drive of the car after it was fixed, I thought it was a good idea to give it a proper shakedown and take it on like a, you know, I don't know, 1,000-mile road trip. You know, reds. So they love their greens and reds. Obviously, Italian flag.
Red, white, and green. No,
red, white, and green. I think.
Red, white, and green. Yep.
Yeah. So it depends. You know, there's. Yep.
Well, Shady, thank you for your time.
Of course.
It's amazing car.
Anytime.
Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
for the interview.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys